And we're back. So let's go ahead and now we'll have maybe a little more money because we got those prestige first, but okay, executive decision. I'm going to push back the lunar landing by at least another season. What I want is another manned orbital docking on Gemini first. So, looking, Scott and Anders, and then 2, 5. Bassett and Cunningham backup. Pad B, we're going to take a stab at. Scroll backwards now. You can see the progress we've already made. We're only on -10 for our lunar landing now, but we need to clear a few more milestones. So we'll do a manned lunar pass, Gemini, Aldrin and Schweikert. Well, we'll save them for the next LM test. But I do want a high capsule. Kernan, Isley, and then actually no, I can't really afford that because we're taking the -4 anyway. So I need the capsule 4. So Aldrin, Schweikert primary, and then White and Williams backup. So we'll do that. What are we at? We're at still at 75. Yeah, money is now crunch. This is the point in the game where there's just so much you have to do and you don't have enough money to do it. So, yeah. Out of curiosity, what's the... Okay. So they've suffered a serious setback, the Soviets have. Probably a failed manned mission at some point. The prestige summary. Wow, they're trying lunar probe landings. They've tried twice and failed twice. Okay. That wasn't expected. The Soviets haven't attempted a D? Russian craft. So they've only flown the one Soyuz in 2 years? Or a year and a half? Now, no one's attempted a lunar pass yet. So we may still have this if they haven't done iteration D or gone for the lunar pass yet. We may still have a shot. I have my future missions, right? Yeah, I have my future missions. Okay. Always double check if you're not sure, because finding out that you forgot to set up future missions is kicking the pants. One time I actually lost because I forgot to schedule a future mission, and then by the time I realized it, got the mission scheduled next season, got them assembled, and got them ready to go, and then just as soon as I hit the end turn button, the Soviets beat me and won the game. So, important safety lesson. Not safety lesson. Okay, there's so many ways this could actually go wrong. Cricket isn't as high as I like, docking isn't nearly as high as I like, and the fact that we have to launch the Cricket with the boosted Titan means it could blow up on the pad. And it's on pad A, so if that blows up and damages the pad, then we don't get the docking. We don't get the docking before doing the. We only get the one mission, the manned lunar flyby. But we'll see what we do. The manned lunar pass. But we gotta roll the dice sometimes. Okay. Now the thing is with the LEM, all the steps for the LEM are rolled against the LEM. The hardware power on, which would normally be rolled against your orbital satellite, is rolled against the LEM. All the orbital steps are rolled against the LEM steps when it's a joint test like this and not an all-up test. So we're rolling against A2 for orbital insertion, A2 for orbital insertion for orbital activities, A2 for hardware power on. Plus or minus 1 because this is the first time we've done an LM test of any kind. Now the reason we're doing LM testing is because there is... Oh, that was close. I'll show you when we finish this mission, I think, if we have time. For the LM, having a successful LM test gives you an LM point. You need 3 LM points to go to the moon without a penalty. For every LM point that you are lacking below 3, for every LM step on the lunar mission, for the actual landing mission, you take a -3. So if you go to the moon without doing any LM testing at all, for the actual landing steps, every step that involves the LM, you're taking a -9. So it's important. I will not go to the moon without at least 1 LM point, and I prefer at least 2. Just to minimize the chance of something happening, you know, the LM doesn't turn on, or something happens on the deorbit burn, or you know, I've never had it happen, but I know it can be a thing in the game where the LM ascent stage does ignite and your crew are stranded on the lunar surface. So, stranger things have happened. Game, you are really sort of... Okay, so we had the hardware power on step. No, actually we didn't. We only had the Earth orbital activities. Okay, we haven't done the Earth orbital activities. So we need to dodge the hardware power on at the LEM safety of A2. Oh, never mind. I guess it wasn't Earth orbital activities. I guess it was just a hardware power. Good docking, so that's +10. But now we have to dodge the actual LM testing at A2. So you have the LM activities, which is just, does it power on, does it free fly, does it, you know, dock, does it undock, does that work? And then we have a thrust test with the LM engines. And then we have to redock. Oh, thank goodness, thank goodness, thank goodness, thank goodness. Good LM test. And I think because we got the docking plus, that should give us the +10 for the redocking. Luckily, it is... Okay, so it did not give us the +10 for the first docking. So it was only rolling as the 65. Luckily for the LEM, this is not catastrophic. What happens now is, since we couldn't dock the LEM, we have an unscheduled EVA to go from the LEM back into the capsule. But that's just a simple EVA, that's rolling against the EVA statistic. Although this game is doing its level best to try to kill people. So we had a successful emergency EVA, which is good. Come on, don't do this game, don't do this game, don't do this to me. Thank you. I will be happy if we only end up killing 2 people in this game. Actually, one of them, you know, died in an accident, the other one just, you know, was just a bad roll. And actually, I don't know, does that count as a successful LM test? Oh, yes. This is why, unless you're feeling really ballsy, you have a backup crew. If you had this happen and you didn't have a backup crew, that mission would be done. Borman and Say are going to retire. Alright. So you go here, this is the LM program building right down here. And yeah, that counted for 1 LM point. That was a successful LM test, even though the mission itself was listed as a partial failure. But it was a good LM test, so that's effectively +3 towards the lunar landing. So we're doing pretty good. And in fact, I'm not gonna take any chances. I'm gonna stop this session right here. I'm gonna stop at 3 videos in because I don't want to take the chance of anything bad happening until next time. And so yeah, next time we'll see what we can do. We've got the Man Lunar Pass. That'll be fun. Hopefully we don't kill people. So till then, I'll see you on the flip side. Flip side, flip side, flip side.